Hi, welcome to our brand new podcast, Digital Reflections. I am Mehmet Buzbuz, and today we have a really special guest, Nehir Yıldırım. And today we
Hi.
are going to cover the topic of the myths and the truths about the English language teaching. So, Nehir, would you like to talk about yourself in order to know you closer?
Yes. Well, hello, Mehmet. I am Nehir Yıldırım. I am a ELT student. I'm in third grade, and I've been in the department ever since 2023.
Mhm.
So yeah, I am very excited to be here today, and I'm very glad that you guys would have me. So thank you so much.
Appreciate it. So, before starting the podcast, Nehir, I want to talk about why you choose ELT, because everyone has reasons, and I
Mhm.
wonder yours.
Yes. For me, I've been interested in the English language ever since I was very little. So I just thought it would be a good idea to teach others English as well, because it really contributed a lot to my own development.
Mhm.
And I thought that if others also get this chance, thanks to me, it would be I would be very glad.
Okay.
Yes.
That's
Thank
real
you.
nice to hear. But I wonder that, do you have a special point in your life that makes you feel like, yes, I want to be English teacher? Maybe special person or something.
Mm-hmm. I think with a lot of people, we had like a teacher that we looked up to.
Yeah.
And mine was my English teacher from high school. And I was really looking up to her. I really liked her work discipline. And I thought if I become an English teacher and if I become an English teacher like her, I would be very happy with my work life.
Mhm.
So she was a driving force for me. Yes, it was a motivation.
Okay. Uh, let's wonder your opinions. So, is there someone else, maybe your friends, maybe your family, or someone else that affect your choice about choosing English language teaching department? Did they affected you? Maybe positive or negative? Both are okay.
So I mostly had positive effects from my circle, but I didn't really have anyone driving me into ELT. I had like a couple of people discouraging me when they found out that I was going into this department. And it was because they didn't think that ELT department would really contribute to my cultural development as much as other foreign language fields would, like literature or linguistics. But I'd always wanted to become an English teacher. Like I always wanted to teach the language. So I didn't pay a lot of attention to them. And I am glad that I chose this department instead.
That's so nice. So, what was the first reaction of your family when you say, I'm going to choose that department?
So it was expected for them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was ever since I was a little kid. Uh, this has been my goal. It was my plan. So they were happy, obviously, because it was my goal. But there weren't anything unusual.
Actually, that's the first time I've ever something like this. Because if it comes to our department, it's generally says like that we decide our path on the way. Like, so you say like I was decided to be a teacher since your childhood, right?
Yes, ever since I was a kid.
That's really powerful, by the way.
Yes.
I really appreciate it.
Yes, having
And
a plan like that from an early age is very important.
actually, having this kind of teachers should be really good for our country too.
Yes. Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome. So let's talk about differences.
Mhm.
What are the biggest differences between what you imagined before starting ELT, and what's your observation?
Before I started ELT, honestly, I didn't have a lot of expectations. I didn't know what I was expecting from the program. But when I first came in, like in my first year, the focus was more on the linguistic side. Like we learned about speaking skills, writing skills. We learned how to write professionally, for example, academically. But after the second year, the focus shifted from linguistic skills to education, like how to teach English. So the first year, in my opinion, was like learning English, and then the second one was focused on teaching it. So I thought that it would be more like the first year throughout the entire program, up until maybe like the last year. So I think it was kind of foolish of me, but yes, this is.
Actually, I was wondering that topic. I am studying English language teaching also, and that's my first year in the department. And also, you are studying English language teaching, and that's your third year.
Yes.
That's a difference. I wonder what's the biggest difference between first, second, and third year of this department.
So I remember in the first grade we had lectures that are, as I said, more focused on the skills. Like in my first year for our speaking class, we would prepare like skits, for example. I actually had a very funny video that I recorded that I still think about. But like as you progress in the program, you don't ever get to do stuff like this anymore if it doesn't concern with the classroom. Like you just learn more about teaching methods, like techniques, approaches, and all those kind of stuff. And in the third, like after you have like a very like you focus on the theory on the second grade. On the third grade, you are like we have started doing micro teachings now, where we present, like we do like a simulation of a classroom. So we don't really get to explore English as like personally anymore. We don't get to do that. We only focus on classrooms.
Okay.
Yes.
Then we can say that in the first year they teach you English, and maybe in the second year they teach you how to teach English.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, Nehir. What is the most absurd myth you have heard about English teachers? Maybe you have a funny story about it.
I don't really have personal stories. I have like heard very unserious myths about like English teachers mostly being women, which it's such a myth because I mostly had male English teachers. I only had an English teacher when I was in high school, and other than that, I had like all of my other English teachers were male. So.
Oh really?
Yeah, I don't think it's correct at all. Like it really changes.
That's also something I've never heard so far.
Really?
I almost had like maybe let's say 10 and also 15. All of them were women. Really.
Really? Oh, I also had a lot of like changes in my teachers, but they were mostly men. So I'm surprised.
Maybe men are more lazy these times. Maybe because of that, I don't know. I am also talk like this. Stop. Nihir, people say that ELT students are always confident speakers, and I also observed that you're also confident, by the way. What do you think about that?
Well, thank you so much. First of all, I take that as a compliment. I'm actually not that confident, but it's nice that I would leave such an impression. I don't really. I think it is important to be a confident person in order to become a teacher. Obviously, since you are going to be basically a presenter, and you are going to be like a representative, a role model for your future students. So it is important. I don't think everybody is confident though. Not all of our lectures are like they have a lot of student participation. So I think this is also a myth. Like it really changes like depending on the person. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I never really observed anything like that. Like most English teachers are like prospective teachers are confident. I never heard that. Like
you're right. But I guess you don't think like that, but you are really confident. Is there a special point that boosted your confidence about maybe your accent? Also, we can talk about accent. Do you think accent in English is important in order to be teachers, or that important? Let's say.
I think that accent and pronunciation don't really matter as long as there's communication and like two people can understand each other. While teaching, I guess as long as it doesn't cause any confusion with the students, I think it's fine. Like I think we should battle nativism as much as possible, and we should give EFL teachers, like English as foreign language, people who speak English as a second or foreign language, chances to also teach English as well. Because I don't think that accent or pronunciation really determines your language competency. But overall, I think for myself, I tend to leave like a more confident impression because I guess I don't. It's never really been like a concern for me when it comes to speaking in English, and that's the reason, maybe.
Okay. So when it's come to accents, I have to ask you, choose your side, British accent or American accent?
Oh,
Shortly.
shortly, I think British accent is really cool, but I understand American accent better.
That's always.
Yeah.
But I'm on the side of British accent too. That's something else. Do you have you ever had a British accent teacher?
No,
Really?
I never had any. No.
Actually, I had one, and it
Really?
was something different to me.
Really?
When I was in Izmir studying English literature, there was one of my teachers was like using English accent, British accent, and it was like she make you listener. That's the point, and it's really important for a teacher to me.
Yeah, I mean, they know how to grab your attention.
Yeah, but
would say.
it's naturally
It was
grabs your attention because of
charismatic.
the accent.
I think, yeah, I agree. I think there's a charisma in British accent. Yeah, although I sometimes don't really understand them.
Always charisma.
It's fine though. I think I will side with American one still.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I asked the question, but we couldn't talk about it enoughly. Let's say I ask it another. I thought like your confidence. You remember that? I said like you are really confident. And
Sure.
what boosted your confidence? Is there a special time in your life that you experienced?
I think that I guess I would say that my confidence isn't really when it comes to like communicative confidence. It's more about the English language because I never like while learning English because I was interested in the language ever since I was like very young. I never had like really serious issues with it, which is like very fortunate, obviously. So I think this is where like the confidence comes from. Like I never had a bad encounter with English ever in my life. Yeah, which is very lucky.
So Nihir, what truth about ELT do you think people rarely talk about? We have general stuff, you know. It's really hard to get job when you achieve it. But what they talk rarely about us.
So I think, well, maybe it's not very rare, but I think that what we learn in our lectures when it comes to classroom implementations of English language teaching, I feel like it wouldn't translate very well with real life situations. Because when you think about it, like you probably haven't heard of it yet, but when we always, obviously it is correct to always use progressive methods when it comes to language teaching. But I mean, the situation in our country right now, like we have classrooms with like over 40 students in some cities, like in Istanbul.
Unbelievable.
So I feel like in like very crowded classrooms and with like a traditional like environment in the classrooms, I think it is difficult to actually implement these. So I think it would really need a lot of it would require a lot of experience. So I guess this would be one of the things that we have to address better in the departments.
I totally agree with that point. Also, Nir, let's talk about myths again. There's a myth like when you learn some other language, it means that you have to at least once visit that country. For example, we have like you are studying English. Let's say you are not studying English teaching. You only want to learn English. They said like you have to learn that culture. Maybe it's cousin. Maybe you have to travel there at least.
Yes.
What do you think about that?
I think that if someone actually really wants to learn about a culture or a language, it's not necessary to travel to that country because while we're in a digital time, we can learn, and information is actually very easy to like achieve nowadays. So I think it's not very necessary, but obviously traveling to a country and then learning it firsthand would make like a much more realistic and also obviously authentic learning experience. So I feel like if you are not willing to give a lot of time into learning the culture and the language, visiting would probably be a better choice. Yeah, but if you're really willing to put a lot of effort and time into it, I feel like it's still achievable. Maybe not as much because it wouldn't be as authentic, but still pretty close.
I agree with that too. But you said that we don't have to travel that culture, and I agree with that totally. But I think we have to consider their culture.
Yes. Yes, I definitely agree. I mean, culture influences language. They just are kind of interconnected.
Yeah.
So when you, for example, look at a culture and then look at the like kinship terms, for example, like how they would address their family members. There are you can find a lot of aspects of a culture in a language, and also of course, like there will be a lot of like cultural concepts in the language, and in order to understand those concepts and not get confused with some, like for example, the events and special days that we don't have here that are very important in that country, it would be like much more convenient to learn the culture in order to understand those sort of concepts. Yes.
Thank you. In the ELT field, many people say that students and teachers gain a multicultural perspective and strong cultural knowledge is necessary. How accurate do you think this belief is? That's the question.
So I think that if, in order to become very fluent in a language, you do have to learn the culture. I guess this is something that I forgot to point out in the previous question. But when you learn about a culture, a language, if you get good at it, you kind of have to get good with the culture as well. Like you have to learn about it, and this is a affecting factor in this. So I do agree. Though I do want to point this out, I feel like when it comes to worldviews, I guess it is still like kind of limited to how much the culture of your own country would allow you. So like you might have ideas, but would they really translate to your daily routines, like your daily actions? I think that is a bit more. You can argue about this. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Nir. Then let's get back to myths. They said like you have lots of presentations. Is that true? Be honest, but don't afraid.
Okay, I think it is. I don't think it's too much. I think it's the right amount. I mean, in the end, like we will be teaching for hours on end, you know, for our entire career life. So I think the presentations, well, it may get overwhelming because you have to prepare a lot.
That's right.
But I don't think it's too much. I feel like it's the right amount.
But it depends
a bit controversial.
It depends the person, but
yes, it does depend. Yeah, it does depend, of course. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, Nir. We have myths in English teaching. Do you have myth that you wish were more widely known? Maybe because of people can decide to choose the ELT department for studying. Is there something important for them. If they know, they maybe they think different. Is there something like that?
So yeah, I mean, if you go into the department
Mhm.
and like without thinking much of the education aspect, as I said, like if you don't think you can really deal with like maybe younger students, or if not, like still having to teach a language effectively, if you don't think that you can deal with this, I wouldn't recommend going into the department, because although it does like teach you a lot when it comes to like language, I feel like the focus is more on like pedagogical, like educational knowledge. So yeah, I feel like if they're not really focused on becoming a teacher, it's not. Maybe they can try like literature or something. Yeah.
So, Nir, do you think highlighting positive myths or truths could encourage more people to join the field?
I'm sorry. Can I please hear that
I said,
question
like,
again?
do you think highlighting the positive myths or truths could encourage more people to join the field, the ELT department?
Well, yes, of course. I mean, teaching is a stressful job.
Yeah.
So obviously, having positive connotations about the department, about the program, and about like the job itself would definitely be more motivating. Yeah. So I mean, I haven't started teaching yet. Obviously, I'm only in third grade, but I do get stressed a lot about future. But whenever like I hear someone like telling me positive personal like memories and stuff, I get more like satisfied.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, Nir. Last question. And I really wonder that part. If ELT students wrote a guide called Things We Really Do, what would be the chapter? Top chapter. What do you generally do as an English language teaching student?
We learn how to teach. I'm sorry, how to effectively teach a
Yeah.
language, and how we can really implement this in our classrooms.
That's not only about going to the board and telling some stuff, right?
Yeah, no, it's not.
You have
It's
to charm.
definitely not. Yeah.
That's also theater, I guess.
Well,
You're
yes,
acting.
yes, you have to, because like it has to be like a more interactive environment. It has to be positive, democratic. Like there are so many layers to it. So it's not just about like knowing a language and then teaching it to others. Knowing English isn't enough at all. You have to learn so much more.
Yeah.
And so I would say that it is more about, as I said again, educational. Like when it comes to education knowledge. Yeah, this is like what we do.
Nir, I would want you to choose three key factors as an English teacher.
Mhm.
Tell me three keywords that describe English language teaching. For example, I'm going to say mine. Acting, charming, and making them hungry. For example, the last one is not a word, but
Okay,
actually
so
I
like
wonder yours.
motivation.
Motivation.
Okay.
Nice one.
Flexible.
Okay. In terms of what? Sorry.
Like more always open to like progress and
Okay.
open to new ideas.
Hmm.
And so I said motivational,
Okay.
flexible, and honestly, well, I would say entertainment, but that would also be motivation. I feel like flexible does cover a lot of things. Well, I am not the most decisive person. Let's say humanist.
Humanist.
Yes.
It's a general one. That's a nice one, actually.
Positive, yeah.
It's a
Thank
positive
you.
one.
Very positive.
So here, really appreciate it.
Thank you. I also
I really
appreciate
glad
it.
to have a talk with you. It
Mhm.
was really enjoyable.
Yes, I also enjoyed it so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for your presentation.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes.
That was the first episode of our new podcast, Digital Reflections. See you next week.